So this is for Jordan, and he wants to know, how was it looking as creepy as it did when looking up in those shackles? And how much of a badass did I feel shooting the guns? And will I do any ass kicking this time around? Well, I'm not telling you. You'll have to wait and see what the ass kicking answer is. Looking as creepy as I did, I was directed to look through my eyebrows, which I've cut since. I used to have really bushy ones, so I had to look like this through my eyebrows to look creepy. It's horrible. If you want to look creepy to somebody, tilt your head slightly forward and look at them through your eye. Pull your eyebrows down and look through them. You'll get the same look. That's the way I looked in my cage. And shooting all the guns is an absolute joy. You have no idea. It's like being a child again, playing cowboys and Indians, hiding behind trees and shooting your friends. It's a wonderful thing to do for a living. It's an absolute blessing when you consider that most people get up in the morning and make cars and stuff like that, and things that other people don't want to buy. It's a joy to wake up in the morning and know you're going to go in and shoot bad guys, and they're all going to get up later and they're not going to be dead. It's a wonderful thing to do, Jordan. I hope you get a chance to do it yourself sometime. And for Brandy, says, was it strange to play such an unlikable character? And did it feel satisfying to have one of the most dramatic aspects of the film? She also wants to know, was the accent difficult, having such a distinctive Scottish brogue? And the Scottish brogue is really how I sound most of the time, and everything I do is a kind of derivative of it. My Irish one is deeply suspect. I don't think there's anywhere in Ireland where they have my Irish accent. I just kind of invented it. It's a mixture of Irish guys that I knew, mostly Ronnie Drew of the Dubliners. Playing an unlikable character is a joy. You know, when you do film, you want a character who's really distinct. You don't want someone who's just a nice guy who gets up in the morning and goes to work and licks stamps and writes letters and comes home and kisses the children and goes to bed, because there's no challenge in it, you know. That's what most people are like. But bad guys get to do such interesting things, carrying guns around and looking sneaky, and it pulls a lot more out of you than the nice guy would. And so it's a kind of joy to do, being a badass. Most of the films I've done, I die as well. Dying is jolly good fun. And most people don't get to die all that often. And my children are getting fed up with it, seeing me die. They want to go and I even die in a Muppet movie. You know, so I'm a real dyer. And so playing those kind of guys is much more interesting than playing a normal guy. Although normal guys are much more interesting in real life. When you meet bad guys, it's always a kind of disappointment that they're not the least bit interesting. But playing bad guys is fun. And this is for Kelly. Let me think. What is Kelly ask? Oh, is the movie going to delve deeper into Il Duce's past? It certainly does. It goes right into his childhood. The story doesn't continue in Boston. It goes all over the place. And how does Boondock Saints compare to other movies I've done as enjoying the character and story? It doesn't compare in any way. It's streets ahead of most of the things that I've done. It's bigger in the sense that my character does big things and shoots and does the unexpected all the time. And it's an absolute joy. The only one to compare really is when I did X-Files and I was a pedophile priest. It kind of stretched me a little bit. But this is as I say, I love playing the bad guys, and you'll be satisfied with Il Duce's past. It's very, very interesting. You'll like it. And he even has a father. And there's a young version of me in it as well, who strangely enough doesn't look very much like me. But then again, I don't look much like the little boy that I used to be. Robert. In the shootout with Colin, Murphy and Rocco, all my weapons, what are they? Now, do you know something? I haven't a clue. I can tell you, you've asked here, was one a Desert Eagle? No, the Desert Eagle's too big and heavy to fit on my waistcoat. I have 2 Glocks, I have 2 revolvers, and 2 little ones I don't know the name of. The Glocks are in the bottom, the 2 bottom ones of my vest. The middle ones are 2 .45 revolvers. And the 2 top ones are wee, smallish. I don't know what they're called. I don't know much about guns. I don't like them. And what was I in prison for to begin with? Well, I can't remember. No, it's for hunting down mafia guys and killing them. The guys who killed my father. What is my real name? My real name, I don't know my second name, but my first name is Noah. And they call me Ducci, or the Duke. It's really a derivative of John Wayne. There was a writer's fantasy calling me something remotely like John Wayne. Chris. Chris is from Germany. And he's really doing the films last summer. Oh, how does the way I prepare for other movies differ from the way I prepared for Boondock Saints? Actually, I kind of prepare down the way. I don't prepare in as much as what can this guy do and what tricks can I give him, what idiosyncrasies does he have. I try and find how little I can do. I'm a great believer that less is more. The less you know about someone, the more interesting it becomes. So I try to do very, very little. And I'm a great believer in stillness, especially with Ducci. I try to behave in a very still, the ever-present threat that's in stillness is much more frightening than somebody screaming and shouting and waving guns. There's an implicit threat in people who are still. And the character in The Last Samurai that I played is a jolly, happy guy. He's nothing like Ducci. And it was a joy to do Samurai. It's been a pleasure talking to you all, wherever you may be, scattered across the globe. It's always a joy. I often wonder what you look like. And always when I get fan letters like this, or just inquisitive letters, I wonder how old you are, where you are, what you look like. Well, I hope you look really pleasant, and I hope you're somewhere you like to be. It's a pleasure talking to you. That's the lady telling me I've got 10 minutes left before I go and kill people. See you later. There's murders to be done, mayhem to be committed. See you the next time.